Welcome to my Out of the Problem Into the Solution video blog series. I'm Dr. Stephen Grinstead. Today, I want to talk about the critical role of stress identification and management in an appropriate and effective chronic pain management plan. You can't manage pain if you don't manage stress, is my premise here. And when I talk about identifying stress, it's really hard to do because all of us probably have a definition that is different on what stress is. So what I want to propose is thinking of stress as a stress thermometer. Now, you have a 1 to 10 stress thermometer, and there's 4 zones in it. There's a relaxation zone, there's a functional go zone, there's a cautious go slow reaction zone, and then there's the shutdown zone. And for me, it helps if I color code these thermometers and personalize these thermometers. I've done this with many of my patients and in groups, but having a stress thermometer that portrays how, first of all, identifying level of stress you're at and what's going on in your environment to make you rate it that way is the first part of stress management. So when you think of that 1 to 10 thermometers, levels 1, 2, and 3 is the relaxation zone. Level 1, when you first wake up in the morning, you're not asleep, you're not awake, you're starting to gain focus, but you're totally relaxed. Now, if it moves up a little bit more, you're maybe up out of bed doing your daily morning rituals, you're on autopilot, and you're not focused and you're very relaxed. Then when you hit level 3 is what I call vacation mode. At level 3, I'm functioning, but I'm functioning in a way to relax. I'm chilling out, I'm relaxing. Now, you're not going to learn much or do much when you're in this zone, but getting down into this relaxation zone is one of my first pain flare-up tools that I try to implement when I'm having a pain flare-up. So when we move into the next zone, I'll color that one green. It's the functional stress or the go zone. At level 4, I become focused and active. At level 5, I'm flowing, I'm doing everything cool, I'm not having any effort. It's like if I was driving, I'd be on cruise control. Now, level 6 is where people with chronic pain and other issues need to really take action, because level 6, you ever have one of those days when you're getting things done, but it's taking extra push to make it happen? That's level 6. And if you don't catch it here, it's going to be harder, because when you reach to the next zone, which I color yellow, it's the stress reaction or adaptation response zone. When you hit level 7, you lose focus, you go in and out of awareness, get spacey, and you're not able to function very well in this or learn things, for example. And it's really important to then stop the process as soon as you can. If you don't, you'll move up to level 8. Level 8 is where I can get irritated, agitated, driven, and defensive. I'm not acting on that yet, but boy, I want to. And then when I hit level 9, this is what I call foot in mouth stage. This is where I'm going to say or do something I know I'm going to regret. And I often do. And then I got to go back and fix it. Then level 10 is the red zone. This is the loss of control. I'm shut down. I can't function. When my stress levels are this high, it's going to really, really intensify my perception of pain. So once I've identified what's going on in my environment and right where I'm at on that stress thermometer, my goal is to stay at the 4 and 5 level every much bit as possible, unless I want to do some mindfulness and get down into the blue zone and get to 3 or 2. So that's the levels of stress. So then what do we do about it? Well, for me, I have a 5-step process. When I notice my stress go up, the very first thing I need to do is keyword pause. This is where I need to put myself in a therapeutic timeout for me, because I want to. And when I'm in this timeout, my whole goal is to reduce my levels of stress. So that leads me to the second step, which is relax. So we've got pause, put yourself in timeout, relax. And in the relax area, this is where I might take my dog out for a walk. I might go do some mindfulness meditation. I might soak in the hot tub. I might pray, I might meditate, I might stretch, I might reach out and call somebody and help bring my regulation of my stress down a little bit. Now, once I get back into that 4 to 5 range on the stress thermometer, the third step is reflect. This is where I want to take a look at what led me into this high stress trigger situation and what is my next best step to making sure that I stay in the 4 to 5 levels of stress. And this is where I want to reach out to other people and to my higher power for support and start coming up for the fourth step, which is make a decision, decide. So pause, relax, reflect, decide. And at this, I need to make that decision about what's my next best step moving forward for the rest of the day, for the rest of the week, whatever it is, short-term and long-term action plan. And then the fifth and most important step is to execute, and I call this do it. So pause, relax, reflect, decide, and do. So when I do that, I can get back into that green zone on the stress thermometer, and I'm more apt to handle life on life's terms and manage my stress appropriately. I hope this was helpful, and please join me again as I talk about getting out of the problem into the solution. Thank you very much, and don't forget to check out all the great articles on my website and all the other video blogs. Thanks.